Hello everyone, today I'm going to make a quick video about setbacks and relapses. I think it's an important topic because if you are going through your journey, most likely you'll experience the setbacks and relapses, and I think it's crucial to be aware about it in order to not be disappointed and frustrated when it happens after some progress you've made. I'm going to share with my experience. So after a long period of progress, at the beginning of 2022, I started feeling low again. My OCD started popping up around some real event, and then I became really scared that I'm not going to forget it, and this is going to be to the rest of my life. And as I told, I had a big period of progress, of constant progress, and I forget really quickly how it feels to be chronically anxious with intense anxiety. Of course, I didn't feel like I'm completely recover. I had some problems with anger sensations. It affected my relationship, not only with my girlfriend, but I didn't experience high anxiety. And here at the beginning of 2022, when I was scared that I'm not going to overcome this real event, I started feeling anxious again, and also my OCD started morphing really quickly. My themes could be changing like 3 or 4 times during the day. So I became more frustrated because all themes that I thought I overcame already on my past, POCD, false memory, harm OCD, everything started popping up, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to go through it again. So I decided to reach for help. I messaged Rob, and from the beginning of 2023, I started having sessions with Nick. And I had an idea that when I tell Nick what is going on, he'll say, okay, you should do that, do this and this, and then you'll be feeling okay again. So even though I thought that I understand how OCD operates, but I didn't notice back then that I am looking for a quick fix. I don't want to go through a period of uncomfortable sensation again. So I was really unstable on my recovery work because I was constantly looking for a new core fear. I was disputing one core fear. In 2 days I thought maybe there is around. I started downloading Albert Ellis's books because I thought that maybe should I read this book or this, and then I'll find some missing key. And after I find it, everything will be fixed again. So when we had the first session with Nick, I shared with my experience, and he was like, okay, I see what is going on. Slow the process down. Move with your structure and let yourself feel everything you are feeling now. And I was like, okay, but maybe I should dispute something. Maybe should I read another book? And he was like, no way, no reading, just no quick changes. Move with everything you have. And it was strange to me because, as I told, I was expecting some advice that will fix everything. And then a couple of weeks I was going with it without changes at all, and I must tell it was the hardest period of my setbacks. And then after a couple of weeks we had another sessions, and Nick just told me to continue what I'm doing. And then I started slowly seeing that here that the most driving factor that operates my OCD, that fuels my relapse, was fear. And Nick pointed out once to me. He told, you know why this is fear? Look how quickly your symptoms and themes are changing. When we starting chronically suffering, most likely there is only like one thing that is locking up really tightly, and you are going month and month with it 24/7, thinking about just one thing. It may be like false memory or real event. And here it was morphing really quickly, because obviously it didn't have such power, because I worked on acceptance. It didn't have such power to lock up on something one, but as fear was I had fear, it was constantly morphing. And I noticed that one thing that really scares me, no matter how it's morphing, one thing that scared me was, okay, maybe those things don't matter, but with this you are going to move to the rest of your life. You are not going to overcome it. And it really scares me. And with Nick's help, I really realized that I'm just afraid to be stuck forever with it. And I have big unwillingness to experience all OCD symptoms again. So it was really a big shift for me. And also I realized that I don't want to dispute and read books in order to shift my perspective, but I just want to dispute in order to get rid of this sensation. And it's something, obviously it's something opposite to acceptance. So with this realization, it was much easier to me to move forward with all symptoms and intrusive thoughts. So I started slowly, but I started making progress. And after that, we just concentrated on my life structure, habits, and stuff like that. And actually, I didn't realize before how important life structure is. I think after changing perspective and the robust idea of unconditional acceptance, life structure is the most important thing in the journey. Because if you have poor life structure, most likely you have a lot of hidden and subtle compulsions. Speaking about hidden compulsions and life structure, there are a lot of great videos made by Nick and Momin, so I really recommend you watching it, because I learned a lot about my subtle compulsions watching those videos. And eliminating your subtle compulsions, I think it's really important, especially when you moving forward in your journey, because they may keep you from doing more, from making more progress. So speaking about my progress, in a couple of after a couple of months, my OCD stopped from morphing so quickly. I started having good days again, and even when I experienced some spike, I think I'm more comfortable with the idea that I am going to be in discomfort for some period of time. And I think if I continue looking for quick fix, like for some core fears that I just need to dispute and everything will be good, or some missing key in the book, it would take much longer, because I would be constantly in that cycle of looking for the fix that will help me to instantly feel better. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share you guys with today, and I just wanted to remind you that setbacks, relapses, most likely will happen in your journey, but just be aware that relapse is natural part of the journey, and just try to look. If it happens, just try to learn something from it, and be aware that most likely fear is the driving factor here, especially if it happens after you made a lot of progress. So thank you, have a good day, and take care. Bye.